Good evening. Welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show where dishonesty is sometimes the best policy. On David Mitchell's team tonight, a comedian making his wilty debut is Joe Wilkinson. And she's just blown in from the BBC weather studio. It's forecaster Lucy Martin. And on Lee Mack's team tonight, journalist and host of the Today programme, Amol Rajan.
Thank you very much.
And a comedy legend, back for an extra slice of wilty, it's Joe Brand. We begin with round one, Home Truths, where our panellists read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before. They've no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. And Joe Brand is first tonight.
After a misunderstanding, I once became a chauffeur for one of the Jackson 5.
David Mitchell.
All right. Which one of the Jackson 5?
Jermaine.
Oh, that's a shame.
So, why were you accidentally a chauffeur?
Well, I was at an event. There were lots of celebrities there. It was at a huge venue in Leicester Square. I was with my best friend's husband.
Oh, that's very broad-minded.
You're at the event. What's the misunderstanding?
Well, this very flustered sort of PR type came up to me and said, "Oh, I've got a terrible dilemma. One of my clients' car isn't here. And do you have a car?" And I said, "Yes, do." She said, "Could you possibly drop my client off on your way home?" But when I said to her, "Yes, I do have a car," she thought I meant a chauffeur-driven car. But I have my own car round the corner. So I said, "Well, I'll just go and get it and sort it."
And what sort of car did you bring?
It was a Saab.
It's a nice car, a Saab.
Yeah. Saab's nice.
It's not the sort of car that you'd expect to be sort of sent for a pop star to be driven away in, though.
No.
So it's good. It's visually incongruous, but still a quality piece of Swedish engineering.
Which is exactly what I said to Jermaine.
So you pull up outside, and out comes Jermaine Jackson.
With his wife.
Yes.
Oh, right. So now this is quite cramped for a Saab.
What state was your car in? I mean...
Not good. Bird feces on the windscreen. And just like a mess inside.
Really?
Yeah.
And how did he react when he got in?
Oh, he was very kind of polite. It was a bit like taking a child to nursery in many ways.
In what way?
Well, he just seemed to be going...
So how dirty was your car?
And there were lots of paps around. So there were like 3 paps on the bonnet of my car.
No.
There were, like trying to obviously not get my best friend's friend Roland's picture. And
so in the papers the next day, who is the mystery man with Joe Brand and Mr. and Mrs. Jermaine Jackson?
Just while we're here, very quickly.
Yeah.
One of the dads from my daughter's primary school, he came out of a restaurant at the same time as Barry Manilow a few years ago, and they were papped, and his picture went all the way around the world as Barry Manilow's new husband. That's brilliant.
What are you thinking, Lucy? Does this strike you as true?
I'm going to go lie.
Why?
There are a few elements. Driving to Leicester Square, one of them.
That's a very good point. Who
Yes,
the
well,
heck drives to Leicester Square?
I had a question about that. Where were you parked?
Yes.
It's always about the admin with David. If this is true, she's been telling this anecdote for years, and no one's ever gone, Where did you park?
That's because previously she wasn't in a context where people were going to go, I think you're lying. They were just happy to enjoy the anecdote. Whereas the situation I've been put in is I have to decide whether or not it's true, which means I have to break social convention to a certain extent and be more sceptical about the anecdote than I would be at, say, a party. So, Joe, I ask you again. On the occasion when you picked up Jermaine Jackson from a large venue in Leicester Square, where did you go to fetch your car from? You must remember that walk. You're leaving the event, you're going with your
Do you know
friend's
what, David?
husband.
I disagree.
You're
I
going
think
with
if you
your
were at a
friend's
party,
husband.
you would talk like this.
Yeah. Well, I've never been invited to a party, so I'll never know. You must remember where it was parked.
Well, I don't.
So what do you think then, Joe? Is this true?
No, I think it's not.
I think it's a lie.
Yeah.
I don't just for...
Lucy thinks it's a lie.
Yeah.
OK, we'll go lie. We'll go lie.
You're saying it's a lie?
Yes.
OK. Joe, truth or lie?
It is true.
It's true. Joe did once give a lift to Jermaine Jackson. Joe Wilkinson, you're next.
That's good. I once gave a lift to the Guildford Four.
Well, Joe is sporting a very sort of open prison look tonight.
I once shared a tent in Kent with Susie Dent.
Please, team.
Where did you first get to know Susie?
On Countdown.
Which is true. She's on Countdown.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of TV shows around, aren't there, where people off the telly go and camp somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, it's not out of the question.
I know for a fact he's been very smiley and filey with Rachel Riley.
But was it just you and Susie?
In the tent, yeah.
Why did this come about?
Well, it was for a television... Well, for a pilot that never...
A TV show?
Yeah, that never made it.
What was the show called?
Tents in Kent.
Quick, is Camber Sands in Kent?
No, it's in Sussex.
Oh.
Well, they got it wrong then.
What was going to be the interesting, appealing television that was going to come out of it?
I was going to get paid £7,000.
Yeah, but crucially, that's not enough to make someone tune into a TV programme, amazingly.
No, I wasn't really worried about that, but...
What was the show called?
We had to do this task. I remember we had 24 hours in it.
No.
And we had to complete a task in 24 hours.
What was the task?
It was like a political campaign that we had to run in 24 hours. I was running for mayor of Whitstable.
Did you have to represent a party?
Yes.
What was the party?
God, a lot of questions, aren't there?
That will happen.
And it's quite draining, isn't it?
But also, can I just point out that Whitstable is North Kent and Camber Sands is about 40 miles away in Sussex?
No, it's exactly 40 minutes in a car.
Going at 60 miles an hour.
The reason...
Hang on. I didn't stop.
We
Just stop.
I will not stop.
I want a recap before we carry on. So you're doing a political campaign in 24 hours to become mayor of Whitstable, but you stayed in Camber, which is a completely different county, and for no reason so far that you've explained, you stay in a tent. What's that got to do with running a campaign for mayor?
I guess they couldn't find a yurt near Whitstable. And I don't blame them for that. I don't know why I'm getting cross, sorry.
But what does it say about your campaigning skills that you ended up in a tent with Susie Dent?
Things went well.
Why did it never get made into TV?
Because they watched it back.
What do we think? Joe, what are you thinking?
Oh, I really want to believe it, but I just don't.
Oh, fair enough.
I could have believed you're in a tent with Susie in Kent, but I think the whole political campaign thing's just... It's a distraction.
Okay.
All right. What's it going to be?
We're going to say it's a lie, are we?
It's a lie, it's a lie.
I think so.
We think it's a
Okay,
lie.
you think it's a lie. Joe, were you telling a lie or were you actually telling the truth?
It was a lie.
I believe you.
Yes, it's a lie. Joe didn't share a tent in Kent with Susie Dent. Amol, you're next.
I used to star in an agony aunt's photo casebook, playing a series of inadequate men.
David's team.
An agony... Describe that. What an agony aunt... What?
You remember newspapers?
Yeah.
And certain newspapers would have these sort of comic strip things
Yeah.
where agony aunts play out scenarios.
Did you have your top off?
Do you know, I think... Well, it was a series of different issues that I was confronting.
Did you ever have your top off?
Do you want him to take his top off?
I'd love you to take your top off.
I'm glad I got one whoop.
I think that might have been a vomit.
So you were photographed to play out the dysfunctional scenario that the agony aunt was addressing.
And I'm glad you said dysfunction, because one of the subjects was impotence.
Can you remember what the tableaus were?
I think it would usually involve a kind of relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
Where I would be pictured often with someone who is out of my league, and I'd sort of have real questions and self-doubt, and there'd be a little thought bubble that said, I just can't make it happen.
Yes.
I mean, I'm looking now at the panel and I'm thinking, what a lovely opportunity to recreate, because Lee is a hell of an actor. If you've ever seen him act, put that to one side. He is a hell of an actor.
I'll be perfect for this, because my acting's been described as stiff.
So what if we imagine there's a problem, he's your wife, there's a problem in the relationship, and you've got to find a pose now that could be a still that would convey this for us.
OK, I think you'd be trying to sort of show me affection and romance, and I'd be sort of going...
Then the middle bit is it.
And I'd be like...
That's help.
Yeah. And then how is it resolved?
And then it'd be resolved with Lisa, come on in, and I'd be like...
I think that's very good.
It was really to sort of bring alive scenarios that people could relate to.
What was the publication?
It was actually for a TV programme.
Which TV show?
It was called The Right Stuff.
OK, what do you think, Joe? Does it strike you as true?
Yeah, it really does. Because this sounds like... Who would make that up?
But I'm not even clear what's been
Do
made
you not
up.
read the Mirror?
Are you unfamiliar with this kind of...
Yes, I am. You know, a photo, as it were, comic strip telling a story. I can imagine that, but that's in a newspaper.
Yeah.
Not a television programme.
But what about the opening credits of Great and Jill?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
That was a comic strip film.
It was, yes. And
unlike that one, this one didn't have a big sausage.
I didn't believe it until you stood up, and then it looked like you knew what you were doing.
Oh, it's got to be true.
OK, we're going to go true.
Saying true?
Yeah.
Amol, truth or lie?
The trouble is, it's true.
Yes, it's true. Amol really did star in an agony aunt's photo casebook, and of course we have the proof. Take a look at this. Here's the first one.
Oh.
Yeah, another satisfied customer.
You didn't tell me you were going to pull these out. Hang on a second.
She says, in your dreams, I love him, but he's just not pushing the right buttons. What do you mean? I thought that was incredible. Have you been faking it? That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. This week, each of David's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest. And it's up to Lee's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Lee. So, Joe, what is Lee to you?
This is Lee, and we once managed to run ourselves over.
Right, Lucy, how do you know Lee?
This is Lee. He walked behind me during a live weather forecast and fell down a big hole.
OK, and finally, David, what is your relationship with Lee?
This is Lee, and he's the hotel receptionist who confirmed my suspicion that another guest had indeed stolen my toast.
So there we have it. Lee, where will you start?
We'll start with Joe. When did this happen?
Probably about 30 years ago.
30? Do you mind me asking how old you are now?
Yep. 47. Oh, he looks good, doesn't he?
Yeah. And is he the same age?
Yeah.
Were you driving a car?
We were driving a truck.
Did you have a licence to drive a truck?
No.
Why were you both illegally driving a truck?
We were working on a golf course.
Oh, so it was a small truck?
It was big enough that you shouldn't run yourself over.
Was this like a summer job, Joe? Is it like you kind of...
I wish it was winter.
Right. So you're the groundsman?
Yeah.
Where was the golf course?
In Kent.
And what specifically was this vehicle for?
Moving dirt about the course.
Oh, hang on, moving dirt? What do you mean?
Well, it starts somewhere and then you take it somewhere else.
I know I'm moving it. But what was the dirt doing there in the first place and where was it going?
Well, someone else put it there. I was just moving.
Well, where was it going?
Wherever they told me.
So what happened? You're moving dirt around the course.
Yeah.
And what happened?
I was driving that day. We used to take it in turns.
At 17?
I was probably a bit younger. I was probably about 15.
But what was... I'm still trying to identify the type of vehicle, because you surely need licences for this.
Yeah.
OK.
Did you injure yourself quite seriously?
No, I injured Lee quite badly.
You drove over him?
Well, we drove over ourselves.
So, talk us through that. How did that happen?
So, we had to get over this hill, so we decided to give it a bit of welly, and as we went over it, because it was quite heavy, it dropped quickly, and we flew over the front. There was no front.
Is it electric, this vehicle?
Yeah.
Ah, OK, so it's quite small.
Well, electric 30 years ago.
Sinclair C5, 40 years ago, and they took off.
Milk floats.
No, it doesn't.
So you go up a hill, you said, then you drop, and what happens?
And we flew over the front.
Both of you?
Yeah.
And the vehicle has what, run over you?
Yeah.
Actually gone right over your body?
Well, the weird thing was, it was a three-wheeler, so the wheel went in between us, and we both rolled out the way of the back wheels.
Whoa. So... Oh, my God. Joe, that in this game is called pushing your luck.
How come, if the wheels went over both of you, he got much more badly injured than you did?
Because of my training.
All right, what about Lucy?
So, Lucy, remind us again?
This is Lee. He walked behind me during a live weather forecast and he fell down a big hole behind me.
Right. So where was the live weather forecast from?
It was from Bournemouth.
From Bournemouth? For the BBC?
Yeah.
Why is there a big hole behind you?
Because it's on the beach and, like, a kid had just dug a big hole.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, come on.
No?
A kid had dug a hole?
Come on.
How deep was the hole?
I assume... I don't know.
Was it Lee height?
Yeah, it was a big hole.
Did he completely vanish?
Yes, it just...
Oh, just... perfectly comedically, he landed like that.
But also, if he was walking behind you, why didn't you fall in it first?
Because I was doing the weather, so I was looking at the camera and I was presenting.
Lee's like behind as she's
Lee's
presenting.
walking behind me.
And was he gawping at you?
No, he had his phone out.
Oh, she's looking at... What, he didn't even glance up at the weather forecast live from the beach?
No.
I mean, I'm often looking at my phone at home when you're doing the weather, and sometimes I'll go...
Did this create a kind of viral moment that made you...
Yeah, was it in the back of the shop? Was it...
Yeah,
Oh,
so
I
didn't realise until afterwards, and then everyone was laughing.
Right.
Presumably you then, after you'd signed off,
Yeah.
you realised there was a kerfuffle. And what sort of state was he in?
It was fine.
Even when you screamed, leave him there, the tide's coming in.
All right. Now, what about David? Remind us of your claim.
Well, this is Lee, and he's the hotel receptionist who confirmed that I was right, that another guest had stolen my toast.
Right. Where's the hotel?
It was near Stroud.
What were you doing in Stroud?
I was filming the sitcom called Mack.
So, what happened?
Well, I'm going down for breakfast. I'm not needed on set as much as I'd hoped. I'm there towards the end of the breakfast slot. And on the buffet bit, there were only 2 bits of bread left in the sort of basket of sliced bread.
Yeah.
And so I put them in the toaster and put the toast down. It was quiet in the breakfast room. And I go and get, I think, an orange juice and, you know, maybe a tea.
Did they have any Magnums? That's what I like for breakfast. Did they have any Magnums?
No, they didn't stretch. No.
I know how you feel, Joe. When I listen to David talking, I want to shoot myself as well. So tell us some more about the bits and bobs you had for breakfast.
So I then turn round and the toast is not in the toaster and another guest is at another table eating toast. Cut to, it's a TV term, the next day, I'm going down to breakfast about the same time.
Another day when you're not needed on set?
Not needed first thing. You know, they were getting to my scene. And, well, basically the same thing happened again.
Oh, what? Really?
The 2 slices I put in, I put the toast down, I turned my back for what felt like seconds, and there was this same guest.
Same guest?
Yeah, different table he was at. So he's playing with me. Why would you want to go to a different table? I say to the man, excuse me, but you're eating my toast. I put that bread in there and you're eating it.
Can I just ask one question? Can you promise us faithfully that there isn't a third day in this story?
So you confronted the man, quite out of character, I might say.
Well, but this was the 2nd day in a row.
Yes.
Right. And he was quite aggressive.
Whoa.
He said, what are you talking about? This is my toast. Don't be ridiculous.
So what did you say?
I became, if you can imagine such a thing, more pathetic.
Now, are we going to get to the point where this man enters your story?
It's the last day of my stay, so I'm checking out. I go back to my room, I get my bag, I come down to reception. And there is Lee, the star of the story, but quite a late entrant. He says to me, as I'm checking out, excuse me, I couldn't help overhearing your conversation in the breakfast room. And I have to say that you are absolutely right. And he shows me the CCTV.
No, he doesn't, David.
He shows me.
He shows you the
CCTV from the breakfast room. And you've seen me, slightly grainy, put toast in the toast and put it down, move away, and then this other guy, when the toast pops up, he takes it.
OK, so...
Yeah.
Is there anything else in this story?
Just let me recap.
All right, we need an answer. So, Lee's team. Is Lee Joe's flattened friend, Lucy's plunging pedestrian, or David's hotel hero?
What do we think?
Well, I'm trying to visualise him in all these situations, and to me, the most realistic one seems like falling down a hole. He doesn't look like he works in a hotel. I mean, I don't know
why does he look like he works in a hotel?
Well, because I've been to lots of hotels and I've never seen anyone that looks like him.
I think it's Lucy.
You think it's Lucy?
What do you think, Lee?
I think it might be the golf.
The golf? Admitting to large-scale criminality on primetime TV.
I don't know if it is criminality.
15-year-old driving a truck round a golf course.
A 12-year-old can drive a motorised quad bike.
Can they?
Well, I hope so. You both think it's Lucy. I think it's Joe. but I will go with Lucy.
OK. Lee, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Lee, and Joe and I run each other over.
Yes, Lee is Joe's flattened friend. Thank you very much, Lee. Which brings us to our final round, quick-fire lies, and we start with... It's Lucy.
OK. I don't know why she does it, but every time Lee Mack appears on the telly, my cat hides under the sofa.
Wow.
I'm afraid I know why she does it. I'm so sorry. OK. What's your cat called?
Hattie.
Hattie.
And is it only Lee that elicits this very strong reaction?
Yes.
On any show or on this show?
Mostly this show.
He must be darting in and out a lot. He must be knackered by the end of the show.
It's a girl.
She, sorry.
Thank you.
I should know that.
Have you ever tried to sort of cajole Hattie to be less alarmed at the presence of Lee? And how have you done that? What's that? What do you do?
Treats, strokes, try to warn her when you're coming.
What do you mean? what? So you're telling me that during this show, the cat is looking at David like that and you're whispering, don't get comfy, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming, no, he's coming, he's coming, he's there, run!
Yeah.
Wow. I think you might be the problem here.
What are you thinking, Joe?
It sounds a bit too kind of Esther Ranson to me. Do you know what I mean? Esther
Ranson?
Oh, my dog. And sort of, I don't know.
That's one for the over 60s.
Hey, welcome to the over... Are there any... Yes. Yeah, well done, madam. Got to come to the toilet in a minute. I'm off.
I don't know. I sort of think there's a... I think it's possibly true.
If it's true, I might really annoy him now. All right? It's me again! What?
All right, Hattie.
Time to decide.
I don't know. I think it's got to be a lie, hasn't it?
I think so. You think it might be true, though?
Go with a lie. Go with a lie.
I like the way Amol took control of that team there. He just sat there and he went, go with a lie, go with a lie.
I know.
And your little face looked at him and went, can I?
I know. It's because he's got the Today programme
I know.
authority about
He's got
him.
authority, hasn't he?
Authority figure.
Yes,
I know.
yes.
I prefer incompetent people who don't know what they're doing. What do you think, Joe?
Let's go with the mole, just
Go with
for
true, go with
a
true.
laugh.
Go with the mole.
Go with
All
true,
right,
go on,
then.
let's do it.
It's true.
You're going to say it's true. Lucy, is it true or is it a lie?
It's a lie.
Sorry.
It's a lie. Lucy's cat doesn't hide when Lee's on the telly. Well, that noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show. I can reveal that David's team have won by 3 points to 2. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.